It was only a couple of months ago Newt Gingrich's campaign was declared almost dead. Now the former House Speaker's presidential bid is showing signs of life, as recent polls suggest he's surging towards the top, the latest in a series of anybody but Mitt Romney contenders.
There have been flavors of the month that keep rising and they keep falling. Newt Gingrich is having what could be described as a boomlet. He's rising in the polls. People are taking him seriously again. This is a guy who has a lot of substance and a lot of swagger with him as well.
Substance and swagger that came in handy during the most recent debates when some of his top opponents found themselves struggling.
I have yet to hear a single reporter ask a single Occupy Wall Street person a single rational question about the economy that would lead them to say, for example, who's going to pay for the park you're occupying if there are no businesses making a profit?
Gingrich's rise also comes amid a troubling period for former frontrunner Herman Cain, who faces allegations of sexual harassment by at least 3 women, as well as a string of policy flubs. But the fiery former House Speaker isn't immune to criticism himself, and many are saying it's only a matter of time before his campaign roller coaster ride begins its path back downward.
Let's remember, this is a guy who resigned the speakership after a disastrous midterm elections in 1998. He's on his 3rd wife. People are going to remember that this is a guy who divorced his wife while she was ailing. They're going to remember that he was leading a charge of impeachment against President Clinton while being unfaithful himself.
And while he may be up in the polls, Gingrich lags far behind Mitt Romney and some of the other GOP candidates in both fundraising and organization, particularly in the early contest states like Iowa.
He's carrying a massive debt, and he hasn't really built out a campaign infrastructure that you need if you're going to be a serious contender.
Still, aides say Gingrich raised more than $1 million in October alone, more than he raised in July, August, and September combined. And they insist the flow of money and enthusiasm is only growing. Kelly Daschle, Associated Press.